Hey guys, DB right here, and today I'll be continuing with What If Raditz Was Female Part 2, and yeah, you guys have been requesting this one a bit in the comments. I saw at least 1 or 2 comments for it, so yeah, why not, and I do have the direction settled on where I want to take this. So, as always, a quick recap for those of you who have not checked out this series. I do recommend part 1 if you haven't. And basically, we got to tell an interesting story of what Raditz's life was like in post the destruction of planet Vegeta, her childhood, and how it was very different to her male counterpart. Her wanting to be more like her father Bardock, and actually throwing herself into the fray and becoming stronger, even challenging her father every time he came home from missions, and sneaking in a bit of training this way, even though it was pretty much the only way Bardock was actually spending time with her whenever Raditz would sneak attack him like that. And well, in between, helping her mother Gine out in the kitchen, in between the before she got old enough where she could join the military. And well, because of her increased strength, and her willingness to actually throw herself into the fray, unlike her male counterpart, she actually grew to be a better asset for Nappa and Vegeta when they would go off conquering worlds. And, well, the events of Dragon Ball Minus pretty much played out exactly the same, with Kakarot being sent to Earth, and the whole series of Dragon Ball plays out exactly per normal for Kakarot. Raditz, on the other hand, was able to keep growing stronger and becoming a better asset to Vegeta and Nappa, although with her father and mother dead and the planet gone, because Frieza told them an asteroid did it. Yeah, Raditz was more or less feeling like Bardock did towards the end there, how he was getting tired of destroying things. Raditz was more or less feeling the same way. But then they get that job. Where Raditz and they might have a bit of trouble conquering that planet. So with that, she more or less tries to recruit Kakarot, just like her male counterpart does. With it going terribly wrong, her ducking the special beam cannon and Kakarot taking the hit. And at that moment, Raditz felt like a complete failure, because she did promise her late mother she would always look out for her kid brother. So she failed in that miserably, and well, fleeing in disgrace, she took the unconscious Gohan and began training him for what's coming next. An angry Nappa and Vegeta, who have now come to destroy her for her failure, for her going soft. She was now completely useless to Nappa, Vegeta, and the entire Frieza Empire as a whole. This will not do. And well, thanks to her later on finding Piccolo and forging an alliance with him, the trio were able to get much stronger together, and well, you have the entire Dragon team training up on the lookout as per normal, and well, when the battle between Nappa, Vegeta, and the forces of Earth went, no one actually ended up dying in this reality, thanks to how Raditz's knowledge to how Vegeta and Nappa work, and the Cybermen. So thanks to Raditz, she was able to keep the entire Dragon team alive long enough for Goku to get there, and, well, together, sister and brother wrapped things up, ultimately destroying Nappa and, well, forcing Vegeta to flee in the end. And well, this is where our story continues. And well, with Raditz and the rest of the entire Dragon team licking their wounds, mind you, the worst they got were only a couple of cuts and bruises. Well, this is where one day Raditz and Goku were more or less training together. Goku more or less wanting to get to know his sister a bit more, and likewise, there is a little bit of distrust between Goku and Raditz. I mean, after all, Raditz did show up there looking for trouble. However, they were eventually able to work things out with a few training sessions, and Raditz assuring him that she never intended for her brother to end up dead. She promised their late mother she'd look after him, and assured him that her threatening to destroy her nephew was nothing more than a convincing bluff. Which was true. It was a convincing bluff. And, the fact is, Kakarot, I would have said anything to get you to join me. You're my brother. You're my bro. And, well, they do manage to patch things up, and this is where they get a visit from Kami, the, Guardian of the Earth, who, he's just had something really worrying and something really wearing on his mind ever since the whole Nappa and Vegeta incident, and they revealed that Piccolo and Kami are in fact Namekians from planet Namek. And well, Kami, doing his own sort of research and calling in a favor from Kaio-sama, Kami has learned that his race are mostly a peaceful people, and that with Vegeta realizing that they most likely have Dragon Balls too, Kami can't help but to feel that this whole incident has put planet Namek in danger, and he humbly requests that the Dragon team go out to Namek and investigate this. And well, with that, they more or less agree to this. And well, this Kami actually guides them to his ship. You know, the ship Kami arrives in. And more or less with that, they're actually able to get Bulma to fix it up. They teach her Namekian, she's able to fix the thing up. And meanwhile, Raditz and Goku are getting more training in the meantime. And well, who is actually going to Namek in this timeline? The first team to go there is, well, the entire Dragon team with the exception of Raditz and Goku. It's best that the strongest ones stay here in case Vegeta does actually come back here to deal with them first. Or, you know, try again to get the Earth Dragon Balls. But, of course, as we know, Vegeta is going to go for the Namekian ones. After all, that should be easier, right? Well, no, because Vegeta has just now found out that Frieza is on Namek right now looking for him. In the meantime, so with the entire Dragon team, it's more or less flown off into space and has since landed on planet Namek in the month's time. And meanwhile, Raditz and Goku have just been training all out for the whole month. Now, before they left, Raditz did warn them about Frieza, that going out into space, you are heading into Frieza territory. You are heading into Frieza territory. If you should run into Frieza or any of his men, you get on contact with us right away. Kakarot and I will be there in a jiffy. And well, Bulma's running jiffy. What do you mean? Well, ever since this whole incident went down, Raditz asked Kakarot about the condition of his space pod, and well, turns out it's still relatively intact. Kakarot not remembering where he put the thing. However, Dr. Briefs was able to recover it and has since begun working on the Capsule Corp ship, and Raditz does recommend that they install a gravity chamber, something to simulate gravity on other planets, so Kakarot, well, remember Kakarot trained with King Kai, so he agrees with this. Yeah, we'll be able to get even stronger. And Raditz, on some levels, thinking, yeah, maybe we'll be able to finally overthrow Frieza. She's sort of thinking in her head. Not that she knows that Frieza has destroyed her home planet, but more or less, Frieza is a threat to the entire universe. At least as far as she's concerned. And there is at least a 30% chance they could run into Frieza and end up having an all-out battle with him. So it is a good idea to make sure they have the strength to do so. So, with that, Dragon Team have since landed on Namek, and Frieza is indeed already there looking for Dragon Balls, overhearing the whole incident on Earth. And well aware that Raditz is a traitor, and that Vegeta has also stepped out of line, And well, with him there, just like in the original, he takes down Kui like he does in the original. You have gone soft, sitting beside Frieza all these years. I've been to hell and back, Kui. What have you done? You are no match for me anymore. Kui being taken down just like he is in the original. And well, with that, you get the whole Dragon team there. Gohan and Krillin more or less scout ahead. Now, does their ship get destroyed by those 2 scouts? Actually no, there was more than enough members of the Dragon team to sort of take them out before they could even try. Especially Piccolo. You know, Piccolo's not the kind to just drop his guard like that, and he can definitely sense all those hostile energies around him. And well, so anyway, like I said, Gohan and Krillin set off on their own, following those huge power levels that passed them when they're hiding in the cave. And well, this is where they find that Namekian village with that old Namekian Mori, Dende, the other kid, and more or less that whole thing plays out per normal. Gohan getting angry and saving Dende's life, and yeah, that whole mess plays out per normal. Krillin using his solar flare to get away from Dodoria, and of course they're ducking to try hide from Vegeta as well. They now know that he's on Namek too, and in the meantime, Bulma has indeed gotten into contact with Earth, letting Dr. Briefs know that Frieza is indeed on this planet. It is time to send Goku and Raditz out there. Remember, Raditz told them all about Frieza, including what he looks like. When Gohan and Krillin saw him fly by the cave, they made sure that Bulma knew to contact Goku and Raditz immediately. Well, they went up ahead and, you know, just surveyed what was going on. Yeah. Anyway, I think that fits in pretty nicely. And well, when they eventually do return with Dende and Vegeta taking out Dodoria, much like he does in the original, and learning the truth about what really happened with his own planet, oh, I promise you, Frieza, your downfall will be at the hands of the Prince of all Saiyans. And Vegeta, of course, leveling that one Namekian village, finding the Dragon Ball like he does per normal. And meanwhile, Raditz and Goku are indeed on their way off world, of course, forgetting all about the fact that Dr. Briefs didn't install the cappuccino machine. And well, with that, they're actually able to train together using Grav Chamber. And well, since they're both more or less on equal power, at least without Goku using the Kaioken, which reminds me, during that whole month they were training together on Earth, Goku did actually manage to teach Raditz the Kaioken. After all, they had a whole month before Bulma and the others even got to Namek. That was more than enough time for Raditz to get a handle on the Kaioken. Just like Goku at this point, she can at least go to a double no problem. 3 and 4 she'd be struggling just like Goku. And well, with this training they do in the Grav Chamber, well, we have a pretty good idea how far they're going to be able to push their power. And them training together, being of equal power, yeah, this could very well double the benefits of what Goku gets in the original. And of course, Raditz would more or less be equally as strong. Kakarot did not teach her the Spirit Bomb though. There wasn't quite enough time to get the Spirit Bomb down. And well, you can't teach them all that. And in exchange for the Kaioken, Raditz did teach Goku the Double Sundae, which was pretty cool. And alright, so anyway, back to the main story. Dende, with that, decides if they really gonna have a chance to actually defeat these guys. Dende should actually take everyone to get their hidden potentials unlocked by Guru, and of course recover the Dragon Ball that Guru has in his possession. And so they fly off and more or less do that, while Vegeta has had his first fight with Zarbon and has lost, and Frieza being livid that Zarbon may have actually killed Vegeta before he could reveal where he hid the Dragon Ball, and of course that other idiot servant of Frieza's who killed the only witness. So Frieza was not happy, and he's actually called ahead for the Ginyu Force. And well, meanwhile, everyone does get their power up. Piccolo and everyone get quite a bit of a power up, and well, this actually managed to push everyone to just about the level, or actually more or less around the level of Zarbon. So they actually could deal with quite a few of Frieza's henchmen. Against the Ginyu Force, they might prove to be difficult, at least until the full effect of having their potentials unlocked takes effect. Because as we know, it does take a bit of time for it to take its full effect. Remember, Gohan and Krillin couldn't stand up to the Ginyu Force, and then suddenly, when they were battling Frieza, they were suddenly fighting on par with his first and second form. So it obviously takes time for it to take its full effect. Now, do Piccolo and Nail merge? Well, no, at least not just yet. There's not really a need to yet. They're not really in danger, but Guru does have that in his back pocket should they really need it. And well, more or less with that, we get the whole Piccolo, Nappa. I've lost my place now. Oh, that's right. Okay, everyone got their potentials unlocked, and they're flying back with the Dragon Ball. Thanks to all the scouters being destroyed, Zarbon and everyone else are having no luck at all finding these intruders, and they only know about 2 of the intruders. They don't know that that the entire Dragon team from Earth are here. And well, this is where Vegeta more or less spots them and decides to go after him, and Zarbon going after him, and well, we get the Zarbon and Vegeta rematch, and that goes down like it does in the original. To be right, why wouldn't the other Dragon team help Vegeta? Well, they wouldn't help him because, well, he's more or less not on their side yet, and with any luck, these two would destroy each other. Bit of Piccolo thinking there, and well, with that, Vegeta is more or less powering up and more or less making them hand over the Dragon Ball. Well, of course, he doesn't know that Gohan's run off to grab his, and we get that whole exchange as well. And there's a bit of a letdown. And surely they could have all challenged him, but, we don't want to risk the casualties. They didn't want to risk the casualties. Especially not with Goku and Raditz on their way. And well, with that, Vegeta does find out that Gohan took his Dragon Ball and he's flying off, going back after him to confront the entire Dragon team. And well, just when he does, this is when they sense that Vegeta realizes that the Ginyu Force is approaching. And well, they more or less now have to work together in order to survive this. And well, however, they also sense 2 more high power levels coming. And well, that would of course be Goku and Raditz, who are just flying towards them full pace. And well, who actually gets there first? Well, for a change, it's actually Goku and Raditz that actually get there first. They did leave pretty well right away, and there was no running around, and Goku didn't have to travel all the way from the hospital to get to the ship or anything like that. Raditz and Goku were ready to go on the get-go the moment the ship was done. And well, because of that, and no detours, and no mishaps during space travel, after all, Raditz is very experienced with traveling in space, they were able to get to Namek no problem, and before anything got messy. And well, you get the entire Ginyu Force challenging Goku and the gang, and well, they don't have a chance. With the exception of Ginyu, of course, who was run off to take the Dragon Balls to Frieza like he does in the original. However, he's actually stopped by Raditz and just knocked to the ground, and everyone just can't believe this. Vegeta especially. What has happened to these two? And Goku and Raditz, they are laying waste to the entire Ginyu Force and have more or less beaten them down and defeat them relatively easily. And well, with that, they have the Dragon Balls all to themselves. However, now the Dragon Team can't actually summon the dragon. They don't know the password. Oh no! Not that they really need the wish. Their job was to keep these balls away from Vegeta and Frieza, but yeah, it's not like they can really use the Dragon Balls anyway. They were only taking them more or less to safeguard them from Frieza and his men. So yeah. However, this is where Nail senses this is where trouble is really going to go down, and he sends Nail off and Dende off to the Dragon Team to provide assistance, and this is where we get the Nail and Piccolo fusion. After all, it's only Frieza left, and well, after now detecting that the Ginyu Force are gone, he is on his way, and he shall strike with furious anger. And well, now with Frieza there, and Raditz's fears, coming true, it's up to her and her younger brother Kakarot, Goku, to more or less save the day. And well, they are really letting Frieza have it. They actually managed to come up with quite a few, team sort of combo attacks when facing with Frieza, and Frieza is more or less having a hard time keeping up. So he's basically had to power up to his 50% power in order to be able to face the two, and that is pretty much where he's throwing Raditz and Kakarot around like a couple of playthings. So Frieza is more or less taking advantage of that, and well, this is where things more or less begin to get ugly. Everyone else is more or less unsure whether they could step in, because these powers that are colliding are just too much for him. Even Vegeta is completely shocked and surprised with what he's seeing here. And well, the only thing that Vegeta can really think of to do that might... That's where Vegeta comes up with his own plan. Goku is more or less trying to charge up a Spirit Bomb at this point, so Vegeta actually sees an opportunity to throw an energy ball up in the air, and both him and Raditz transform into their Grade 8 forms. Remember, Vegeta didn't lose his tail back in the Saiyan arc in this timeline. He still had his tail perfectly intact. He only used the energy ball in the previous part to escape. So, thanks to that, Frieza has his hand form, dealing with a giant monkey attack. And well, Kakarot is able to charge a Spirit Bomb that's quite a bit more potent than the last one, because you got the entire Dragon team putting their energy towards it, plus Raditz and Vegeta, you know, before they transformed into Great Apes. So it's quite a stronger Spirit Bomb, and well, with that, Goku does fire the Spirit Bomb, and it does engulf Frieza, much like it does in the original. And well, the blast is that intense that it actually overcasts the energy ball, and the energy ball disappears. Yeah, Raditz and Vegeta returning to their normal states, and well, they're thinking the whole thing is won, it's all over. However, it's not. This is where Frieza reappears once again, and well, he fires a death beam, aimed for Goku, but Raditz got in the way and shielded her baby brother, and fires another one and blows up Krillin. Oh, now you've done it, Frieza. You've killed Goku's sister. Well, actually, Raditz isn't dead, but okay, I'll rephrase that. You may have just killed Goku's sister, and you definitely killed Krillin. Well, just like the original, Goku's dark hair begins to stick up, yellow lightning forming around him, a yellow aura, and his hair turning golden. Goku has transformed into a Super Saiyan. And Vegeta, even though he is loathing the fact that this low-class Saiyan did it before him, he's just more or less laughing at Frieza. Ha! You're not dealing with the average Saiyan anymore, Frieza. And well, with that, Goku orders them to carry Raditz's body and, you know, get to his ship and get off-world while he finishes things. And well, unlike the original, they all agree to do so. A couple of them fly off, trying to find Bulma. And well, they manage to, and they do pretty well get to the ship, while Goku is staying behind battling with Frieza. And just like Frieza does in the original, he does fire the Planet Killer attack, and Planet Namek has about 5 minutes before it's gonna blow up. And well, this is where King Kai comes up with his plan, and asking Kami to use the Earth Dragon Balls in order to wish everyone off of Planet Namek, with the exception of Frieza. Of course, Goku insisting that he stays behind and finishes this. And with that, everyone is just instantly transported to Earth, with the exception of Goku and Frieza, who are still going at it on Planet Namek. And well, just like in the original, Frieza powers up to his maximum and does ultimately end up losing strength really quickly, him not really used to using this form, and him just getting weaker as the battle went along. And well, the whole thing ends up playing out like it normally does. Goku initially trying to show Frieza mercy, even giving him energy after he's split in half. And, you know, Frieza thanks him by trying to destroy him with that energy he gave him. Goku returned firing like he does, and well, there's not enough time to get back to his ship, so just like in the original, he escapes taking one of the Ginyu Force's ship and crash landing on planet Yardrat. And well, with that, after Planet Earth tried to use the Namekian Dragon Balls, assuming Goku was dead, trying to bring him back again, because the Namekian Dragon Balls, turns out, can bring back someone more than once. And well, thanks to the Earth check-in station, they do actually manage to bring back Krillin. However, this is when they're told that Goku is actually still alive and that he will be back within a year. And that he will see them all really soon and all that. And I think that's where we're going to leave things for right now. So what do you guys think? Did you guys enjoy this story? What do you think? How is this going to affect the Android Saga? As always, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys again next time. Alright, catch you later.